Hello twin flames and welcome to the Divine Masculine reading for Saturday. So I've been up to George's room today, my Divine Masculine Blue Eyes Tarot, and I've pinched a couple of decks of cards, which means I've borrowed them. I'm going to give him back later. And one of them is the Tree Angel Oracle deck. Now, you know, my Divine Masculine loves connecting with trees, and the masculine energy can be very grounded at times in union as well, even though it may not seem that way, you know, if they're struggling with something. So I really want to kind of use this deck to see what energy they're in and going through. So thank you, angels. I've got two cards coming through. So the first card we've got is Hazel, and the second card is Birch. Wow. Now, I'm going to actually read from the book with these because it's really interesting what's going on. But the first thing I'm seeing here is emerging from the darkness. If you can see in the card there, you know, it's like the fairy folk are emerging from, you know, behind the tree, and it's illuminated. So I'm seeing this as an illumination card. And Birch, I'm feeling this as kind of a rebirth energy. And we've got the number 0 and the number 9, which are also connected with, you know, eternity, eternal energy. It goes on and on. This journey is continuous, which means throughout lifetimes. And it's all for spiritual growth and learning. And the hazel, you know, you could see there as hazel eyes, you know, brown eyes, hazel eyes. You may be connected with the name Hazel or Birch. These may mean something to you. They're giving me things like road names or street names, you know, like Birch Wood or Hazel Grove or things like that. So I feel that may mean something for you. So I feel you could also, or the masculines could be seeing signs connected with where you live. You know, they may be reminded of where you live, or, you know, if you have an accent, you know, they may be reminded of you. For example, you know, say if you're English and they are American and they're in America, they may run into an English person, or they're going to be reminded of you in some way. So let's see what we need to do to know. And I'm going to do it in the order I've pulled them out. So we're going to start with Hazel. So Hazel says, let's find it. Hazel says, it's number 9. For thousands of years, the hazel has been among our favourite trees. Why? Because hazelnuts are so delicious. Perhaps hazelnuts mean something for your connection. People are not really as different, so different from squirrels skipping around from one desert to the next. Now, I love that because squirrels are gatherers. So there's also this message about the masculines gathering information, you know, gathering what they need like the squirrel. And the hazelnut nourishes us all. The angel of this plant encourages a healthy amount of carefree spontaneity and most of all playfulness. So again, there's this energy, and look at this rainbow light that's come into this reading here about protection. You know, the masculines are being guided to be spontaneous, to step out of the darkness, to make things happen, to be very playful. So I feel this is a big message coming through, that anything can happen. You know, that as we move towards the weekend, be ready for anything divine feminine, because if your masculine is in this playful, spontaneous energy, they just might reach out to you. You know, this is the energy they're in. It says it's a gift, and its gift is sweet food for our inner child, whose laughter ripples through its dense canopy of leaves. So even when the masculines are feeling dense and dark and like things are on their shoulders, they're able to see your light and your love. And that's what I'm actually feeling, because when I'm connecting with the hazelnut that nourishes us all, I'm seeing that as the Empress energy of the divine feminine. So you nurture them, and you nurture all of that, not just some of them. You know, like their body, you nurture their mind, their emotions, their feelings, their spirit, all of that. And finding our inner child may take a while for some of us. So in other words, it may take a while for your masculine to harness this power. But when we rediscover, all our senses open up to the wonder of the moment and the magic all around. So I feel this is a big message of your masculine waking up. And again, you know, each masculine is different, so it happens at different timelines for each masculine, but it's always the right timeline. And we discover the wisdom of simplicity and our playful attitude towards everything, which makes us flexible, happy and spontaneous. I can't tell you any more just now because I want to go out and play. So it feels like the masculine is, you know, wanting to enjoy the journey more. And this is what the angels are saying. They're saying, I can't give you a timeline right now, or tell you when things are actually going to happen, because I want you to enjoy the journey and be flexible and adaptable to it and happy and in the moment and playful. So the angels are saying, just enjoy the spiritual growth that you are receiving from this journey right now. And that's really what the masculine is teaching you by taking their time. You know, they are learning how to harness their own power. And it says, when the angel of Hazel is missing from our life, the key point resulting from its absence are lack of playfulness, boredom, feelings of inner emptiness, fear, and self-pity. So let's stop right there, but instead, squirrels, here I come. So what this is saying is, when the masculines don't have you in their life, they feel, you know, this pain, they feel an absence, they feel something's missing, they feel a lack of playfulness, boredom, emptiness, fear, self-pity. So what I'm actually feeling is the hazel is the representation of the divine feminine and how the divine feminine impacts the masculine's life. So when you're not in their life, they feel empty inside, they feel pain, they feel like they're going through struggle and drama and chaos. So he's saying to you, I'm gathering information to come back into your life. And this is a huge sign of the power of your love and how it affects them. So we've got birch. So let's see what this means. So this is a 0 energy. It says, the birch is life's ancient yet eternally youthful nursemaid. Her spirit is a spark of the ancient mother who gives birth to creation. I feel this is about you being eternal beings and that you are so much more than this physical lifetime, that you go on and on. She brings light to the landscape and into the human heart. Well, that's also your light and how you bring that into this human body. She comforts us with her graceful youth because she reminds us of the eternal regenerative power of nature. When the time comes, everything is transformed. It is never too late to begin again. This is her message. So the masculines are realizing that it's not too late. You know, it's not too late for this love. It's not too late for them to start again, to be reborn, to maybe start a new career, to get married to you. They're realizing it's not too late. Birch's presence helps us to let go of the past, to purify ourselves and start afresh with an open heart and open arms. Wow, isn't this beautiful? Don't cling on to outmodeled ideas or outmoded ideas. Feel feelings of guilt. And I feel this is, you know, the masculines releasing that fear around communication, expressing themselves. Sometimes they don't even know why they can't get the words out or express what's on the mind or what they're thinking. And it could be to do with guilt or, you know, things from the past. And we've got construction. And this says constriction, things are constricted, but they give me the word construction because from the trapped energy, we find freedom. And the construction energy is what I spoke about yesterday with, you know, constructing the foundation of this journey, bringing things in a better way. Free yourself from the expectations of others and those you place on yourself. You are so much more than the limited picture you have of yourself. Hide nothing, be fearless, accept and flow with the changes, sway in the breeze, bathe in the light and create yourself anew. So the masculine is showing you he's going through a rebirth, he's regenerating, he's transforming, he's finding himself, he's going through a rebirth right now, and he's asking for your patience as he finds his way. Without the presence of birch, which again is the feminine energy, we become numb and stiff. We are paralysed by the patterns of the past, fearing change. If the situation becomes chronic, things deteriorate and become toxic. Mentally, we become stubborn and dogmatic, and physically, we develop illnesses such as rheumatism. So what this is saying is, you know, you've come into your masculine's life and changed everything, and it can't go back to how it was. So you're the light in the darkness, and that's what I'm seeing in these cards, because the spark, the light, the power. You know, in a dark wood, you are the light shining through the trees, and I feel that's why we've all been seeing trees with light behind. You know, I've got one on my phone. I took it the other day, you know, when I was actually in London, because it blew my mind. Let me find it to show you, because I was just like, wow, that's just beautiful. This tree, you know, this tree with the light behind. So if you're seeing anything like that, this is a huge sign of, you know, the way the feminine has this impact on the masculine's life. And Even if you don't see that, it's the truth, because without you, they feel empty. And they're seeking out this new beginning and a fresh start. So it's like the masculine saying, I am transforming. Thank you for bearing with me. I know I'm on a clock and I need to hurry up. I don't want you moving on with someone else, but I am prepared to make the changes and do what I need to do. It's all for my spiritual growth. But he's also realising he has to enjoy the journey, and that's his lesson to teach to you. So as a feminine, you're being guided to release the when, the how, the if, let go of control, which really resonates again with, what we've been talking about earlier, in the daily message, the daily tarot card, about just letting go and trusting and having faith. So trust and have faith, your journey is being guided. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.